Hey guys, welcome to our first rendition of Q&A with Armen. And I wanted to do an episode like this because I've been getting a lot of questions. A lot of these questions are athletic based, but some of them are not. And so since I've been getting so many of them, I decided to, instead of just answering in private format, like in DMs and texts, I figured I would pick the best ones, the most interesting ones, and do them in a public format. Hopefully, guys, you'll enjoy this. But let's go ahead and get into it. The first question I chose, it's an interesting one. So it reads, "Hey Armin, what do you think about confidence? Can it overcome anything?" So seemingly a simple question. Um, Confidence is something that is highly sought after, especially in the West. See, the world is, divided in different geographical areas, and in the West, confidence and belief in yourself is highly valued. We see it in athletics, primary, but also in business as well. A confident person can give off a vibe that they know what they're doing. Belief in yourself is often shown to to give a person a drive that they otherwise might not have. And let me answer this question in one line, but then expand on it. So confidence is a fallacy, my friend. It's not real. Confidence in yourself is not real. I'll give you an example. I used to be involved heavily in grappling, and I did a lot of grappling tournaments. And I knew a guy, and he was naturally very talented guy, but he never really focused to take these talents and kind of sharpen them, make them better than they were already naturally. So he was good. He was always good, but he was always one step behind. And often I would see his parents and teammates, those who really cared about him and wanted him to do well, point to confidence or belief in himself as the issue that he was having and why he was coming up short a lot of times. Now, looking from the outside, I knew that wasn't the problem. This man, a boy, I guess you could say, at that age, we were, in our teens, he didn't have a problem with confidence. It wasn't that he didn't believe in himself. His problem was discipline. And a lot of times that's what the issue is. It's discipline. Someone can believe in themselves, have supreme confidence, and still not do well. Believing in yourself doesn't accomplish everything. That's what they tell you when you're a child a lot of times. And again, mostly in the West, but other places as well too. That if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. If you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything. But let me tell you this, belief in yourself never picked up a weight. Belief in yourself never, threw a punch, threw a kick. Belief in yourself didn't run faster. Belief in yourself didn't do more pull ups or more push ups. Belief in yourself didn't set personal records. What did that is discipline, getting into the gym, working hard, leaving, taking the proper nutrition, sleeping well, then going back to the gym and doing this over and over and over again. That built the foundation that eventually led you to set those personal records, to win those championships, to win those tournaments, to have a better physique, to become faster. That's what did that, not just believing in yourself. And often you hear athletes say that, well, we just believed in ourselves. So am I to think, let's take, for example, a recent NBA championships, right? Let's just say, you have LeBron James and who did he beat? Golden State, right? He beat Golden State one time with the Cavaliers, and there was other championships, and we don't have to go into it. I'm not an extreme basketball fan, but every time they win a championship or somebody wins a championship, they'll say, "Oh, we believed in ourselves." Did LeBron believe in himself more than the Golden State Warriors, and that's why he won? And then the next year, did the Golden State Warriors believe in themselves more, and that's why they won? Very unlikely, right? Doesn't correlate, right? Confidence and belief in yourself doesn't seem to correlate with skill and winning. Why would it? It doesn't make any sense. But this is something that is said throughout all kinds of athletic events, through life in general. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. And very little is focused on hard work and discipline. When that young man that I was talking about earlier came up short, very few came up to him and said, you need to get into the training room, put in more work, come in earlier, leave later. That's what you need to do to get better, not just believe in yourself. Because obviously believing in himself wasn't working. It wasn't a lack of belief that he had. So confidence is not going to help you. I know that's not something that people will tell you. I know that's not something that you see in the Instagram posts. People always talk about believing in themselves. The ones that say that and they are successful, it wasn't their belief in themselves. It was the hard work and the discipline they've put in beforehand to get to that point. So now, not to contradict myself, but confidence can be a benefit. Believing in yourself can be a benefit. It can give you that little edge at the end where it makes a difference. But that only comes if it's based on something. Think of confidence as a gas in your car. The gas itself, the fuel itself, does not make your car go on its own, right? The car has to be built. It has to have the proper tires. It has to have the proper transmission, the proper engine, everything, the proper alternator. Everything has to work. Everything has to be built to a standard. And then you put in the fuel, and the fuel makes it go. Confidence and belief in yourself is very similar. It does have a place. So when I say it's a fallacy, often it is, because it's such a predominant subject matter for most people that that's the only thing that they focus on. Grit, heart, belief in yourself. What about the discipline? What about the hard work? What about building the car and then adding the gas, the fuel? Confidence is great if there's a basis for having it. But we do have a word for confidence without a basis. We call that arrogance. And often people that have that confidence, belief in yourself without a basis and or arrogance, we don't want to be around those people. And often, whether we like to say it or not, seeing those people fail, which inevitably they do because they don't have that car, that well-built car, they just have the fuel. They inevitably fail, and everybody is excited. They're happy. They enjoy the failure of an individual like that as much as most people would hate to admit to that. So is there a place for self-belief and confidence? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. But to pretend that confidence is something that has these supernatural powers that will allow you to overcome your lack of discipline is completely false. I hope that answers your question. And guys, go ahead and comment down below. Try to keep it respectful. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, what your opinions on this question and this subject is. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Subscribe if you like the channel. I've got other videos coming up. But again, guys, thank you for tuning in.